I'm looking for an MBA that offers unique concentrations. I want an online MBA that's top-ranked, established. I care about the school's reputation because I know my future employers will too.
Thinking about earning your MBA? At Northeastern's DeMoore McKim School of Business, we offer a 100% online MBA with 8 concentrations that can help set you apart in today's competitive workforce.
To speak to an enrollment advisor, text RESULT to 37913.
The U.S. economy has been getting stronger, and home values have been increasing. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Many of our clients have been taking cash out of their homes, a strategy that might work for you. The smart move is for you to refinance your mortgage right now with Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.18%, APR 4.35%. Call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
I got about 2 minutes. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed to offer the state MLS. ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
It's an auction that's drawing attention and controversy. Bill Panagopoulos' company is accepting bids on the phone Nazi dictator Adolf Hitler used when he was on the road.
This was Hitler's personal traveling telephone. He would have used it at command posts. He would have used it on the move, possibly from his train. And in the final years of the war, it apparently was with him also in the bunker, where he took his life.
The phone could sell for an estimated $300,000 this weekend. Panagopoulos says he considers the phone a weapon of mass destruction because it helped kill so many people. He hopes it'll end up in a museum. A woman could face jail time under a rarely enforced 1915 law that makes it illegal to charge a fee for fortune-telling in Oklahoma. 52-year-old Sonia Lisa Marks is charged with obtaining money under false pretenses and fortune-telling for a fee. If convicted of the more serious charge, she could face up to 2 years in prison. Sam Litzinger, CBS News.
The U.S. economy has been getting stronger, and home values have been increasing. This good economic news presents a unique financial opportunity for you. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Many of our clients have been taking cash out of their homes, a strategy that might work for you. The smart move is to refinance your mortgage right now with Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.18%, APR 4.35%. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN to see how much we can lower your mortgage payment. For 7 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the 3rd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS. ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
The following program is a paid presentation. The views and/or opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of KWAM.
It ain't loud enough. Now y'all can hear it now.
What's the deal? We keep it real. We unleash, y'all know what it is. We unleash, you gon' get all the biz. We unleash, we gon' show off the skills for real. So tune in for advice and news every Saturday night if you like the truth. We stand up for your rights and rules. Saturdays at 5, we'll fight for you. Skinny and GQ for LGBTQ. We keep it simple, but keep it equal. Skinny and GQ for LGBTQ. We keep it simple, but keep it equal.
My neck, my back, lick my ow! This is the S to the K to the double E to the T to the R. I just scared Tammy saw you. I'm sitting up with the G to the Q, and we're in the house today. And we are fired up. Hello, somebody. You thought I was going to say it too? She jumped. She said, ooh.
Oh my God.
She had the Holy Ghost.
Got myself into. You know I'm saying. What's going on, Memphis, Tennessee, and Radio Land? And you know what time it is, baby. It's the 5 o'clock hour on Saturday evening. And we are about to unloose.
What?
Unloose.
She drunk. She was drinking at the further room.
We're going to unloose today.
She drunk, Lord.
I can say unloosed if I want to.
That is a new one.
Yeah, I'm making up some words.
Yeah, unloosed.
Hey, bling bling was they made that up?
They did.
It might be in the dictionary. What you think? Thank you.
Unloosed. There it is.
Unloosed. Don't try to steal my word.
The woman that
Hey, don't worry about it.
So this is our KWAM AM 990 Talk Radio. And this is the Unleashed Voice, and we unleashing people today for the LGBTQ community.
Whoa.
And the mission of our show is to be the soundboard for the community in the Mid-South. I'm going to take LGBTQ out of there because we the soundboard. We employ 3 core principles: education, empowerment, and enrichment. And we hope that during the broadcast of our radio show that we will cause you to ask more questions about the world around you. Start asking questions. Start asking why. So right now we got a little segment where David gets to talk about whatever on his mind. And it's called, what is it called? What's your segment called?
You just said it. What's on my mind? Is you drunk for real? Is you drunk?
Is you?
Yeah. Is you drunk?
You teach America, right?
She teach America. I went to Memphis City School. Is you drunk? Not Shelby County.
I can
Memphis
say
City
I'm
School.
loose all day. Ain't I a woman?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's called What's on Your Mind? What's on your mind, son?
Well, I'm not going to talk about Pokemon. That's number 45. I'm not going to talk about him today.
Okay.
Even though John McCain called him a dictator for trying to get rid of the press. I'm not going to talk about that.
All right.
Whatever with 45. He don't know who CBC is. He said call him. We're not going to talk about that.
Lord Jesus.
But we
Lord
are
who?
CBC.
I thought you said, oh, Jesus.
I said, Lord Jesus.
That's what he said, call him. But we're going to talk about this documentary. Tamara, she picked my mind today because I was going to open up with this. I Am Not Your Negro. And this is James Baldwin. He wrote about his personal accounts with the lives and assassination of 3 of his close friends, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, and Dr. King. It premiered the other night at Nationwide. We watched it at the Malcolm on the Square, Studio on the Square. And for those who don't know, who don't want to see it, James Baldwin was an open homosexual man. Bam, there it is. So he told these stories through his perspective of those assassinations. And the movie was deep. I got to go back to see it. But they did not talk about his sexuality. They talked about it one time when the FBI typed it up, and that was it. And these accounts were given from this man who was an openly gay man. So I'm pretty sure it was some conversations, some things talked about in his manuscript that were overlooked, that are still hidden. And kudos to the movie director. What's his name, Tammy?
Don't put me on the spot.
It was
like
right. Ooh.
Yeah, kudos to him. But you did not talk about the crux of it. You left all the women out. You didn't talk about his sexuality. That's a big part of James Baldwin. So I got a problem with I'm Not Your Negro. I love the fact that you talked about those things we already knew, but talk about the hidden figure pieces about James Baldwin that people that do not know. So don't overlook that. Don't overshadow that, because that was a main piece. That was him. And so I enjoyed the movie. I encourage people to go see it, but I don't appreciate the fact that you left out those pieces in his manuscript. I'm pretty sure where he talked about his sexuality and being good friends, close friends with Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, and Dr. King, and that's what's on my mind.
Okay. Time.
Yeah, I saw it as well, and for me, so I'm consider myself an LGBTQ ally.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I do not so well is automatically put myself in the mind frame of the people I call myself an ally. So it was really the writing of Zandria Robinson that brought to the forefront for me what was missing. I was so emotional just about the lives of Black people and how they continue to be impacted and how they continue to be taken from us. Right. I thought it was almost a perfect film. And so today, seeing Zandria Robinson's writing, and I'll just share really quickly, and I hope she doesn't mind, but one thing that she stated was that we see Baldwin's homosexuality shoved into the closet for the comfort of white people.
Hello. And Black people.
And she talks about how the director, as a Black man, is the one who does this. And then she goes on to talk about how women are almost absent from this telling.
They are.
They talk about Lorraine Hansberry, who was, if you read Baldwin's writings, he was in love with her. Dearly in love with her. One of his closest friends, sisters, loved her. And he wrote very passionately about her in this documentary. But we never hear from her directly. We hear the voices of Martin. We hear the
hear the voices of Malcolm.
Right.
We see the pictures of Medgar Evers, but we only hear Lorraine's voice, Andrea tells us, through a man's voice. And so in hearing that, what does that give us? That tells us two things. His sexuality is not important and women are not important to the story. But as we know, our LGBTQ brothers and sisters and women have been at the forefront of these fights forever, and they need to be acknowledged in all tellings.
Actually, in the Bible, the first disciples were women.
Yeah.
And people don't talk about things like that. You want a piece of this before we take this first call?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so you can't dig into it.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna take you to the movies to see it. Okay. But the number to the studio is 901-260-5926. Again, it's 901-260-5926. Caller, you're live on the live show on KWAM 990. What's on your mind?
How's everybody?
David, how you doing?
What's going on, David?
I thought you and I was cool, brother.
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you and I was straight, and I thought you was out of the closet. And I looked on I can't look today, I'm doing something. I looked at the TV, on TV, whatever you call it, through the internet. And here you are sitting with a Dallas Cowboy jersey on.
Now, David.
Go Cowboys.
Now, David, you're going to call here, and we in this really, really, really hot piece on the show.
Deep conversation.
And come on, man. It's like coming up behind the preacher, you just kill the mood. Come on, man.
I got to say that first, know where I stand.
I get you on that during football season. I come back to you. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I just won't look at the internet anymore. I just listen to y'all.
All right.
First of all, he's one of my heroes. That's first of all. Number two, his fiction talked about, homosexuality. I think it was Giovanni's Room. But when you talk about his nonfiction, it wasn't talked about. His own nonfiction. Homosexuality wasn't talked about as much.
Right.
So I don't know how you take that. I've read By Next Time, read a selection of it, was it something, no name or something. But anyway, that the price of the ticket has a collection of all his essays. Now, my personal view as supersexual ally, I can go for that. I'm an ally too, from that standpoint. But I'm not. Look, I ain't taking out a gun only for myself. I'm gonna fight for myself now. But in any case, what I liked about him is that even during that time, he lived his life.
Right.
It was more like, this is who I am. I'm not hiding. Do you not think that a lot of Elijah Muhammad didn't know? He knew he was gay too, and he liked his writing. So it's kind of funny to me when I talk to members of the Nation of Islam, and the first thing they talk about is homosexuality, when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a supporter and loved his writings as well, But in any case, that's how messed up and screwed up we are. And of course, they tried to change them and all that, which they always try to convert somebody. All these religions, all these organized religions try to convert you from one thing to another. And while they're doing that, they take all your money. But that's another statement, another conversation altogether. And you know how I feel about organized religion.
We can talk about it.
What was that?
We can talk about it.
I mean, you have?
I said we can.
Baldwin talks about it.
No, I can't. I got some hot eyes, but But here's my thing. I have not seen it. I actually, in preparation for him, I saw the debate between, you can get it on YouTube, between Brother Baldwin and William F. Buckley.
And Buckley. Actually, that's in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That brother, look, Baldwin was way before his time.
Absolutely.
No one was more eloquent, more on the point about the racial issues in this country.
Right.
And as I said, was it last week or week before? Week before last. Still to this day, if you want to have a serious conversation about race, you can't have one without reading Baldwin.
Absolutely.
I just refuse to have a conversation with somebody and talk about race if they're not even willing to look at and read the brother, because that's where the start should be. And not only was he, and I say this and I'll let you go, not only was he amazing in regards to the social consciousness of race, he always was on point economically, because that's my background. He talked about economics and how they play into this whole thing.
Right.
So the brother was absolutely brilliant. There's no question about that. And so the only way that these clowns can tear him down is mention his sexuality. You know, not mention his commitment to African people and African Americans, but talk about his sexuality and think that folks are going to be afraid to say he's my brother, even though, because he was gay, he can't be my brother. I put it that way.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
He's my brother. And any brother that was on the front line, like James Baldwin was, would be